Frequent neck and shoulder pain? Your brain arteries may be blocked without you knowing. Do you often feel stiff or sore in your neck and shoulders? Do you experience a dull ache at the base of your skull or wake up with tightness around your neck? You may think it's just bad posture, an old pillow, or simply, I'm getting older. But the truth could be far more serious. Recurring neck and shoulder pain, especially when it seems mild and persistent, might actually be a silent warning sign that the blood vessels supplying your brain are slowly becoming blocked. And here's the frightening part. By the time these symptoms appear clearly, parts of your brain may already be starved of oxygen. This is what doctors call the pre-stroke stage, a critical point where blood flow to the brain is reduced, and if not treated, it can lead to partial paralysis, memory loss, or even sudden death. In today's video, we'll uncover 5 subtle yet serious warning signs that your neck pain may actually be a cry for help from your brain. 1. Dull neck pain that spreads to the head, a red flag for cerebral ischemia. The pain starts in the neck or base of the skull, then spreads to the top of the head, temples, or shoulders. At first, it's just mild discomfort, but over time, it becomes a persistent, heavy pressure that clouds your focus and drains your energy. This is a classic sign of reduced blood flow to the brain, often caused by cervical spine degeneration or artery compression near the neck. The cervical spine houses the vertebral arteries, which supply the back of the brain, the area responsible for balance, vision, and memory. As we age, the vertebrae can develop bone spurs, or arteries may narrow due to plaque buildup, slowing the flow of oxygen-rich blood to the brain. Warning signs include morning neck stiffness or pain after long sitting, cracking or grinding sounds when turning your neck, pain that doesn't improve with massage or painkillers. Don't just apply herbal patches or get massages. Ask for a carotid and vertebral artery Doppler ultrasound, a simple test that can detect narrowed arteries before it's too late. 2. Tingling in the shoulders and arms, nerve issue or brain oxygen loss. Do you often feel pins and needles in one shoulder? A strange numbness that travels down your arm when you bend your neck or lift something? Most people think this is due to pinched nerves or cervical disc problems. But here's the catch. When blood flow to the brainstem, the area controlling movement and sensation drops, the body may signal it through tingling and numbness, especially in the upper limbs. Tingling is the brain's early cry for oxygen. If ignored, it can quickly progress to muscle weakness, lack of coordination, or partial paralysis. What to do? If numbness spreads or becomes frequent, request an MRI brain scan. Monitor your blood pressure, cholesterol, and blood sugar. 3 major causes of vascular narrowing. Only follow guided cervical spine exercises. Avoid self-manipulating your neck. Tingling in your shoulder might be more than a nerve. It could be your brain begging for air. 3rd, dizziness with posture changes, a dangerous blood pressure drop to the brain. Do you feel dizzy or lightheaded when standing up too quickly? Or does the room spin when you lie down, lean forward, or turn your neck? This isn't just fatigue or aging. It could mean that the arteries leading to your brain are too narrow. And when your posture changes suddenly, your brain doesn't get enough blood fast enough. This is common in people with low blood pressure, inner ear imbalance, atherosclerosis in the carotid or vertebral arteries. These dizzy spells may be transient ischemic attacks, TIAs, mini strokes. And here's the terrifying part. 90% of people who have a TIA will suffer a full stroke within 3 months if untreated. What you should do: engage in light aerobic exercise to boost circulation. Avoid sudden posture changes if prone to dizziness. Get regular neck artery screenings, especially after age 60. 4. Insomnia or poor sleep, a brain that can't rest without blood. Have you been battling sleepless nights, lying awake staring at the ceiling? Do you often wake up at 2 or 3 a.m. for no clear reason, Heart pounding, mind racing, and then toss and turn for hours, unable to drift off again? Most people blame stress, age, or bad dreams, but the truth might be hiding deeper. Your brain is not getting enough oxygen at night. Here's what really happens. When you lie down, your body should naturally direct more blood to the brain to nourish and repair it. But if the arteries in your neck, especially the vertebral arteries, are narrowed, that flow is disrupted. Your brain doesn't get the oxygen it needs during sleep. It becomes restless, triggering micro-awakenings, vivid dreams, shallow breathing, and even nighttime blood pressure spikes. This is why you might wake up feeling heavy-headed, groggy, or like your brain just never shut down properly. Even if you stayed in bed for 7 to 8 hours, and the risks are alarming. Nighttime hypoxia has been linked to silent strokes that happen while you're asleep. It can accelerate brain aging and memory loss, especially in people over 60. People with chronic insomnia and neck pain have a higher risk of early dementia. What can you do? Avoid sleeping on high or stiff pillows that bend the neck unnaturally. Stretch your neck gently before bed, but never crack it suddenly. Consider a sleep study if you snore, gasp in sleep, or wake often. Ask for a cervical artery Doppler scan to see if poor circulation is disturbing your sleep. When the brain can't breathe at night, it won't let you sleep in peace. Fix the blood flow, and restful sleep may finally return. 5. Memory lapses, a sign that brain cells are dying silently. Everyone forgets things sometimes, but if you find yourself forgetting what you were just doing, losing your train of thought mid-sentence, or struggling to find simple words, you need to pay close attention. Memory doesn't vanish overnight. It fades quietly as tiny blood vessels in the brain slowly narrow and starve your neurons of oxygen. Here's the scary part. Most people associate memory loss with Alzheimer's or aging. But long before those conditions set in, there's often a vascular problem behind the scenes. This is called chronic cerebral ischemia, a slow decline in blood flow that damages the brain's command centers bit by bit, especially the frontal lobe, which handles reasoning, memory, and emotional control. And what connects all this to neck pain? It's the vertebral arteries, which run through the neck and supply the rear and deep parts of the brain, including memory regions. When those arteries are compressed by neck arthritis, bone spurs, or plaque, the brain's ability to form, store, and retrieve memories begins to falter. This is why some people with frequent neck pain and tight shoulders also start to feel mentally foggy, confused, or emotionally unstable. You might notice forgetting conversations or appointments, repeating questions or misplacing objects, feeling overwhelmed in crowded places or under stress. What can help? Do not rely on ginkgo or supplements alone. Focus on improving blood circulation. Walk daily, keep your neck mobile, manage blood pressure, get annual cognitive tests and brain imaging if you're over 60. Treat neck degeneration early, because once brain cells die, they don't regenerate. Neck pain and memory loss are not two separate problems. Often, they're part of the same deadly process. Don't ignore the whispers of forgetfulness. They might be your brain's final warnings. Your neck and shoulders may seem like a minor source of discomfort, but in truth, they can reveal the hidden state of your brain's blood supply. Listen to your body. Don't wait for a stroke to wake you up. A simple scan today could save you years of suffering or permanent disability. Frequent neck pain may not be just muscle tension. It could be your brain's silent SOS.